Welcome to episode 8 of Cartoon Fight Club. We have a ton to cover for this episode, so if you're not sure how the rules work, be sure to check out one of Cartoon Fight Club's earlier episodes. But if you know how the game is played, then let's not waste any time and go straight into the specs. For tonight's episode of Cartoon Fight Club, we are going to pin Dreamworks and Pixar's top mascots, Shrek vs. Sully. This is going to be a fight to the death, and there is no prep time for either fighter. Now, without further ado, let's introduce Cartoon Fight Club's 8th round of fighters. Let's start things off with Shrek the Ogre. Shrek is the protagonist of the Shrek franchise. He is Fiona's husband, Donkey's best friend, and the Ogre triplets' father. Shrek lived with his parents until his 7th birthday. Although they didn't want him to go, they had to follow the Ogre rules. They also told him that he will be lonely for his whole life and nobody would love him. Obviously, that wasn't the case. According to Dreamworks, an ogre can lift 20 times his own weight. Therefore, the heavier an ogre gets, the stronger it gets. Shrek weighs roughly 600 pounds. This means that Shrek can lift up to 12,000 pounds, or 6 tons. Shrek has the strength of an ogre, which is shown to be much more powerful than an ordinary man, being able to smash through wood and metal, lift tremendously heavy objects, and Shrek has an incredibly loud roar that scares away any and all humans. Shrek has shown proficiency in various wrestling and fighting skills. He has incredible agility, so much that he can easily defeat multiple armored guards with only his bare hands. Shrek was able to defeat Dulac's top 15 knights. Shrek took them all down and won the battle. The knights were heavily armored with chain mail and iron plating. The knights were also equipped with medieval weaponry, but that did not stop Shrek from tearing them apart. Shrek is a master when it comes to scaring people. Being an ogre, Shrek has developed a natural rivalry with humans. Shrek's roar is loud and powerful enough to scare almost any human. His roars don't always work on other creatures or monsters, however. Not only is Shrek a master of scaring, he is also extremely brave. Shrek is one of the bravest beings in all of Dulac. Shrek was not afraid of rescuing Fiona from the fire-breathing dragon. Shrek was also brave enough to live on his own as a 7-year-old ogre. When it comes to Shrek's durability, things become a bit polar. In one way, Shrek is extremely durable, and in other ways, Shrek is not. Shrek is extremely durable when it comes to brute force attacks, such as punching and kicking. Shrek was tough enough to survive a full-blown kick in the nuts from Donkey. Donkey has an extremely strong body that can knock out guys in full-plated armor, so for Shrek to survive a kick in the nuts is a huge deal. However, Shrek can easily be harmed from sharp objects. Simple things, such as a wooden arrow, can pierce through Shrek's soft body. Shrek also has a low self-esteem, as he states that ogres are like onions. This sometimes holds Shrek back from doing the best that he can do. But overall, Shrek can overcome his low self-esteem and can get past having a soft body through his good fighting skills. But enough of that smelly ogre. Let's move things down to Sully. James P. Sullivan is a top scarer under his boss, Henry J. Waternoose III, who is the CEO of Monsters Incorporated. Being the son of Bill Sullivan, an accomplished scarer, and having the natural talent that came from his family, Sully developed a more laid-back personality. Sully is a large, hairy blue monster with purple spots and periwinkle eyes. He has curved horns, white claws, and razor-sharp fangs. As said earlier, Sully is the top scarer at the Monsters Incorporated. Sully is a professional when it comes to scaring humans. Sully's roar has broke many records on the scaring scale, and has put him at the top of the charts. Sully is known to be very strong. He can rip through steel pipes, bash through thick plywood, and according to Sully's Scare trading card, he can bench press 5 tons without even trying. We don't know what Sully's limit is when it comes to lifting, but we do know at the very least that he can lift 10,000 pounds. Sully has said that he doesn't regularly work out and that he is just naturally strong. Sully can also double jump to heights over 30 feet. He is extremely acrobatic as he can perform many mid-air flips and moves. Sully has been training all his life to be Monstropolis' top scarer, but he has only been training to scare. When it comes to fighting, Sully is not really the fighting type. He prefers to solve things peacefully, but when you get him angry, he is not afraid to fight. He uses his powerful spinning and punching attacks to bash through his enemies. Sully can even use his sharp claws and teeth, but he tends to leave that as a last resort. Steam canisters are the energy harnessers in the films of Monster Inc. Their purpose is to store up scream energy from human kids that scarers collect. Sully has learned that the scream canisters can also be used in combat. He uses the gas in the scream canister to temporarily knock out his foes. However, this only lasts for a short period of time. Sully is a very durable monster. Sully can survive falling down an Arctic avalanche. Not only can Sully survive such a fall, he can also survive shocks from stinging glow urchins. The stinging glow urchin is full of extremely toxic and harmful specimens, but Sully can handle their force with ease. Overall, Sully is a nice guy who doesn't like fighting, but he is not afraid to fight for his life. And now, let's get ready for the fight! This battle is going to take place on a small island in Duloc near Shrek's swamp. Keep in mind that this fight does not have prep time. Let the battle begin!
Star player has just arrived.
What are you doing in my swamp?
The truth is, I've been riding your since day one.
Stubborn jackass, back off!
Over the line!
Back off! What are you doing?
Oh,
This is my swamp!
oh!
Fine! I'm through with you!
You're entering a world of pain. A world of pain.
Stabbing me in the back!
Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules?
Well, yeah.
Over the line!
Back off! What are you doing?
Oh,
This is my swamp!
oh!
Fine! I'm through with you! Stubborn jackass, back off!
Oh!
Fine! I'm through with you!
Oh!
This is my swamp!
Not in his swamp. Shrek took down Sully with a powerful uppercut. The main reason why Shrek won this fight was because without any prep time, Shrek was naturally the better fighter. Because this fight did not have prep time, Sully was not aware of how useful his claws and fangs would have been for this fight. But if you wanna see a rematch, then you know what to do. Comment down below the word rematch, and if this episode reaches 250 rematch comments, there will be a rematch with prep time. Keep in mind that a rematch does not guarantee a win for anyone, but it will change the outcome a lot. Also, don't forget to comment down some matchups of your own. They may even become a future episode of Cartoon Fight Club. Stay tuned, because the next fighters are going to be revealed. On the next episode of Cartoon Fight Club, we are going to feature the top 2 Sonic spin-offs in one fight to the death. I'm talking Sonic versus Sonic.Exe, the Sonic of the creepypastas versus the Sonic of the MLGs. Only one Sonic will survive. And to find out which Sonic that is, then stay tuned, for this episode is coming to an Animation Rewind YouTube channel near you.